Hello everyone, and welcome to another Baxter Student Ambassador Program webinar. Presenting for us this time is Madelyne Lemieux, one of our BSAP finalists from the British Columbia Institute of Technology. Now before we get started, I'd like to remind everyone that if you have any questions at all during this presentation, just type them into the Q&A box found in your Zoom toolbar, and those questions will be answered after the presentation has wrapped up. Hi Madelyne, how are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. So since you're already sharing your screen with us, you can get started whenever you're ready.
Perfect. So I'm going to do a quick little introduction about myself. I am a second-year BCIT student, and I'm studying tourism. I am also happy to be the BCIT Meeting Professionals International Student Club President, which is a very exciting role. So I'm excited to be presenting to you about Copenhagen as Air Transat's new destination. So let's get into it. Today we're going to be covering the issues and solutions that we have for this, Copenhagen as a destination, an overview of Air Transat as a company, what the current options are for flying to Copenhagen, some sustainable tourism trends and what Air Transat is doing, and why travel agents should be concerned about this. So the issue is that job dissatisfaction is high, yet people aren't giving themselves the rewards they need. So this was shown recently in the cheeky little campaign that Air Transat did, where they had two people come in, one person that had used up all of their vacation days given from their job, and another person who hadn't. They did this fun thing where they pretended they were going to give away all those unused vacation days to the other person to be able to use them up. Obviously it was all a joke, but it goes to show that half Canadians are unhappy with their job, yet a significant amount of them are not taking their full vacation days, which is a concern. So Air Transat is already doing it, but the solution is to get those people encouraged to take more vacations. So some great improvements that can happen from traveling are physical, mental, and emotional health improvements, such as a lower risk of heart disease. It relieves stress and anxiety. It enhances your creativity, and it boosts happiness and satisfaction and lowers the risk of depression. So Copenhagen as a destination is the perfect solution for these issues. They are known to be the happiest place on earth and have been voted the #1 city in the world to visit in 2019 by Lonely Planet. They are known for high, which is the feeling of enjoying the good things in life with good people. So this is the perfect city for really a lot of things, but they're well known for cycling and walking. They have some incredible bike paths and have been known as the cyclist haven. They also have exceptional public transportation systems for getting around when you're staying there. And they're known to have their beautiful canals and architecture and of course, delicious culinary experiences. So Air Transat is currently offering, or starting in June, flights directly to Copenhagen from Montreal. They're about 7 hours long when you're flying from Montreal, about 12 hours when you have to have a stopover if you're coming from Vancouver like me. They offer several packages for Copenhagen. These are perfect for the really any guest. You avoid the hassle of planning, and they include all the different, your hotel, your food, everything. So they are currently offering 4 packages, which are the Denmark's highlights, capitals of the North, Copenhagen and Norwegian fjords, and a hiking route in Denmark and Sweden. They also have a very extensive travel guide on the website for Air Transat. It includes a lot of the important information that you need when traveling, such as the language that's spoken, the currency, what passport or other documentation that you need, and just how to travel over there best and make the most of your trip, which is really important information, and it's all there in one place. So what about Air Transat? So they are the leading integrated international tourism company specializing in holiday travel. They were established in 1986 in Montreal, and since then have been 100% Canadian owned and operated. They have about 5,000 employees at their headquarters in Montreal. They have a permanent fleet of aircraft, so just over about 30 planes. And they are traveling to currently 60 destinations in over 25 countries and carry about 5 million passengers per year. In a podcast with Ron Pradnuk, they said their goal is to impact the travel experience at every touch point. So what they offer, they have currently been voted the world's best leisure airline for 2019, which covers their air travel. They offer hotel stays with 100,000 different properties in 5 continents. They have a lot of vacation packages condensed into 5 collections, which are the South, Europe, Florida, Disney, and then cruise lines. And they offer a lot of great group packages. So they have special benefits for people that are in groups of 10 or more. And this can be from seat selection to possible price match on certain deals and other various things. So the flights that are currently offered to Copenhagen are with Air Transat, Air Canada, and then a lot of European airlines. Air Transat is obviously the best option because they have a new aircraft, which is the Airbus, and it's a more efficient plane, which is good for their sustainability, which is what we're going to get into next. So I picked out some of the 3 biggest trends that I've found for airlines with sustainability, which is improved technology, more efficient aircraft operations, and infrastructure improvements. These are obviously all very important. So with, the improved technology, they have low carbon fuels that they're using, which makes flying a little bit better. And then more efficient aircraft operations with that Airbus aircraft that they've been using now for this Copenhagen flight. It's a narrower plane, so it'll be, flying a little bit lighter, which is obviously, in the end, has significant impacts on the efficiency and sustainability of that flight. So what sustainability goals they've already accomplished is they've become Travel Life certified for all activities as of 2019. And in 2016, they were awarded Travel Life Partner for Sustainable Development, which is a huge goal to have accomplished. They're introducing newer aircrafts, which improve efficiency, and they have a very solid policy for their environmental impacts, which include complying with legal requirements and obviously going beyond them. Air Transat seems like it's been really good with that. Protecting the environment and preventing pollution, which is shown in the introduction of these newer aircrafts, trying to have less of an impact on the environment. And a promise to continuously be improving and collaborating with other stakeholders to, be able to continually evolve and do as much as they can for this. So I found some customer testimonials on why Air Transat should be a company you're working with, and just it goes to show the reputation they have. So I found one on TripAdvisor that said, both flights were right on time. The crew were very professional, friendly, and patient. It is nice to begin and end a vacation with good flights. And this is very, very true. If you're ever working with an airline, it's such an important part of the vacation that it's not something that should ever be, forgotten or kind of pushed aside. Especially since it is the beginning and end. That's kind of the last impact that's going to be left on those guests. So it's extremely important that you're working with an airline that is going to provide the best experiences for your customers. So as a travel agent, why should you be picking Air Transat to work with? Well, they have a very positive reputation for being reliable and friendly. Just like the testimonial said, that's how you want to start and finish your vacation, is with those experiences. They're a trustworthy brand to work with and reflect well on the travel agent. Also, going off of sustainability, that's really important to have so that people that are very aware of the environmental impacts, they can be reassured that they're choosing a company that is going to be following their values with that. Air Transat also has some very impressive packages, especially with the Copenhagen destination. They really cover all the bases with that, going with your environmental and nature tours to the multi-city tours. So that is all I have prepared. So are there any questions for me now?
Thanks very much, Madelyne. So if any questions get submitted through the Zoom portal here, I'll just read them out to you. And
Okay.
if anyone here in the room with me has a question, I'll put them on the line.
Sounds good. Are they going to pop up on the screen, or where will I be able to find these?
Oh, I'll read them out if they get
Okay.
submitted there. Yeah.
Sounds good.
So Madelyne, if you were to travel to Copenhagen in the next month or two, what would you do on your first day there?
Well, they have the Tivoli Gardens, which I was looking at, that are absolutely stunning. And then obviously the canal. It's always been a dream of mine to be able to go boating down those canals, especially with all those beautiful colored houses that are along the side. I think would absolutely be stunning. And then reading up on the packages that they do offer, the Sweden and Denmark Viking route, I think would be an exceptional experience. Really all the packages they offer look pretty amazing, but you know, with me having more of an interest in nature, I think that would be a really interesting one to be a part of.
That sounds great. Thank you. And Madelyne, what would you say was the biggest challenge you faced when preparing for this webinar?
I would say it's definitely the timing of it. Since this is final season, I have, with BCIT, the way our program works, it's 2 years. So we just cram all those 4 years of university into 2 years, and we take about 8 classes a semester. So it's really difficult, especially around this time of year, to be able to allocate your time to all the final projects and the final exams, and then anything additional and extracurricular such as this. So it's just trying to find that balance. Obviously, schoolwork always comes number one because I need to be able to graduate. But obviously, opportunities like this are a huge opportunity just to kind of expand my knowledge on things. Since we haven't done any projects like this, this was a really good opportunity to kind of see what the company's doing. So yeah, definitely time management is a big one. So yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I bet. Thanks, Madelyne.
Yeah.
Okay, I do believe that's it for the submitted questions, but I'd like to thank everyone that tuned into the webinar today. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your day. And Madelyne, thank you so much for presenting for us.
Thank you for having me.
On behalf of Baxter Media, I'd like to thank you for participating in the 2020 Baxter Student Ambassador Program. We'll be in touch.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, everyone.